We just want better for y'all.
I don't think enough people are saying this shit.
These are just our ideas.
Maybe we should all be a little bit more self-aware and a little bit less delusional.
What do we know?
What the fuck could we possibly know?
Hey, look, get your shit together.
All right, and welcome back to the reason they should navigate you niggas' microphones. I'm Lola.
I'm bitch Shae.
And this is Let Me Stay Focused, the podcast. It's getting hot out.
Is it?
And it is. I mean, it's not hot today, but it is getting hot out. And I be forgetting, like, I don't have seasonal depression, but I do have whatever the fuck the opposite of that is. When the sun is shining, fucking we wrong. People be telling me bad news. I said, it's Saturday, the sun is shining. What the fuck is you on?
Yeah.
Don't bring that shit over here, man.
I love it when it's warm and the sun is out and it's just good vibes. Today is very gloomy though.
Yeah, today is gloomy.
And I don't like how it been hot in the daytime. Mind you, we almost at summertime. But at night it be cold, like 60 degrees. That's cold to me. I know it's not cold to a lot of people, but to me, I be like, oh, I need a little jacket.
Yeah, 60 is jacket. 75 is where you put the cap on the jackets.
I think even at 75, because it's 65 right now. I think even at 75, I might need a little jacket. Like, only because when it's hot outside, it's cold. It's usually cold inside.
Yeah, I do keep it light, especially like you ever go to Florida, just keep the jacket on you because they're going to freeze you to death.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, and it says the wind is making it feel cooler, so it feels 63. Not going to get me sick, but I do love the sunshine. It's like a big deal to me.
Yeah.
I'm such a sunshine girl.
The only thing I hate about like warmer weather is one, allergies, because I've really been going through it. Like I probably still sound congested. I feel congested. Allergies like with sinuses and shit, and then bugs.
Bugs are
like they are the number. Those are the two top like vibe killers of the summer.
Yes, like, and bugs like outside in a sense, but like summertime is when the flies get in your house and ants.
Right.
Oh, and I can't stand either.
And then be like, y'all got the whole outside. Like, why do you want to come
in your hands?
It's cold in here.
Then the fly could be in your house in secret, but no. You in here flying around the top of my head.
Right, making noise all in my ear.
Hate that shit.
It's like you gotta kill it. It's like I don't want to kill you. You should just stay outside.
Yeah. And then we try to open the window. You going everywhere but back the fuck outside.
What I try to do is like open the blinds. Like hopefully it's a sunny day and they'll go to the window. Once I know they in the blinds, like I'll close it and like smack them.
Yeah.
While they in there. That's the easiest way to kill them for me.
I do also rely on the sunlight. You gotta go. I'm so sorry. That whole like pick it up, put it outside, it doesn't work with ants and houseflies. Because if you let an ant live, it's going to tell its friends.
For sure.
Got to motherfucking go. I got some of those like the little ant traps that like they're like, oh, a piece of food, and they bring it back to the colony and they kill everybody. I'm so sorry. We're all God's creatures.
Yeah.
You can't live in my house.
It's like they be so smart, but like
ants are really, really smart.
Not smarter than me.
Not smarter than me. Because I got something for you. Go bother the neighbors. And especially when, y'all know I don't think y'all know this, but I'm redoing my floors. Mm-hmm. And anytime you do any type of carpentry or whatever, the ants are like,
yeah.
What y'all got going on in here? Let me inspect the work. I'm from the city.
Yeah.
Y'all got to motherfucking go. I'm so sorry. And they try to get the dogs food. No.
They be doing too much.
Right. It's never just one or two ants. It's always party over here. Ooh, ooh.
The whole family.
Get the friends. Fuck out of my house. So, if it's not A Bug's Life, what are you watching?
I've been watching a lot because I've been a little down.
I was just gonna say we back on the block because before you wasn't watching nothing.
Yeah, it's like when I'm like not feeling well or like sick, I'd be in the house. I've been watching a lot of stuff. So, I finished watching The Residence. That's the one with the
girl they killed off my show.
Yeah, which it actually turned out to not be bloody at all. Like. You just seen like the blood on the first episode, like from when the guy died, and then it was like a little piece of blood on the wall where she was like doing her investigation. It was cool. I think you would like it, but also
Okay.
I don't know because I feel like they kind of dragged it out a lot.
Oh, you know, I get the skipping. Fast forward, fast forward. Is this filler?
Yeah, I feel like it was a lot of filler. It took me a minute to finish it because it was weeks ago where I said I started it.
Yeah.
But I finally finished it. I also watched Poker Face. Have you ever heard of that?
Lady Gaga?
No, it's a show. It's on they actually on their second season. I can't remember the
Oh, does it have my girl in there?
from Orange is the New Black.
Yes, Natasha Lyonne. I love her.
Yeah, I love her too. Um, I love that show because basically the premise of the show is she's a human lie detector, and she can tell when people are lying, and
Yeah.
basically she used that gift to like kind of solve different mysteries. It's usually somebody died or got killed, and she ends up like figuring out who did it.
Oh, I hope she keeps
Um,
getting seasons. I want all the good things to happen to her.
I know she does too, and I think it's pretty funny. Like she's had some big stars on that show.
Well, she is. Like, I don't think people realize how big of a star and
She
how
is.
her career is.
Yeah, I really Orange is the New Black was my first time like being introduced to her, but
Really? Well, you've never seen But I'm a Cheerleader? Really?
is that a movie?
That's like a gay classic.
Is she gay in real life?
No, I don't
Oh.
think so. She's been playing gay forever, but
Oh,
no, but I'm a Cheerleader. It's about like this girl. They send her like it's a comedy, but it's based off of basically like they try to send her to a conversion camp. She's a cheerleader
okay.
and she's
Yeah.
gay.
I'm gonna have to check
And
that
she's
out
mad young in it.
because I like her. You know, I've never seen anything with her in it that I didn't like.
Slums of Beverly Hills is good. That lady has a career on her. Her show that I think it got renewed, but I liked a lot was Russian Doll.
Yeah, I do
That
remember
was a
that
good
show.
one.
Yeah,
I think she's with the nigga from Portlandia.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Or you've seen him. I think his name is Fred Armistead. He plays like one of the dads on Big Mouth. He's in a lot. If I showed you a picture of him, you would know who he is, and I think they've been together. So they have to be a really hilarious couple. But
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
so good.
Yeah, so good. I love that show. It comes on weekly. You know, I got up to like I let it build up a little bit. I think like 6 episodes or something, but it comes on every Thursday. And also, what I just started watching is Love After Lockup.
They got you with all the shit about Julius, the propaganda.
Yes,
I had to stop watching that.
I seen the clip of him and the girl. I think her name is Alexis.
Yes.
And she was basically begging him to get a job, and he's like, "I'm not getting no job." And so I'm like, "Yeah, I gotta watch this."
People act like niggas don't want to live off their looks.
Yeah, he's so fine. Like, bro, you literally, your mom is white. I don't know. It's just you're a regular mixed dude. But yeah, I just was watching that where he was kind of like he talking to Alexis and talking to some other girl. I think she was pissed.
She was pissed the fuck off.
So yeah, that's what I've been watching.
Those are good. Those are good options. I've been watching also something a little bit like out of my norm. The Later Daters.
Oh, with the old people.
That is so cute. I love that.
You like that?
I want another season.
Is it good?
Yes, it's so good.
I seen like
And
some
one lady up there is nuts. You know how somebody's grandma is nuts.
Is this the first season or because I know they got a second season?
Yeah, I think what I watched is the first season. I don't know if the second season is out yet because I was trying to figure out if there was another season. But there's this one lady up there. Her name is Pam. She's fucking nuts. She is nuts. And it's so funny.
I'm just scared though. I'm scared. Like, I don't want to be old and have to be like doing what they're doing.
Well, a lot of them, like they had, some of them, not a lot of them. Let me think. A good portion of them found like their person and then they died for some reason.
Yeah.
So for them, it's hard to like, I don't know if I love anybody as much as I love this person.
Yeah.
And then there's just other people who are just like old. You know, you got the niggas that's into fitness, so they think they the catch and all type of shit. It's very entertaining.
Yeah. That's what I seen some clips and it was just like this old nigga and he was just sounding like, yeah, he never grew up. So I'm like, I don't know if I want to watch this.
Was he black? Yeah. And he was in the military. He's a Q. There's quite a few Qs up there. I will say that.
I wonder what's the science behind that.
Not that many alphas.
I also want to start watching that show Never Ever Met, I think, or Never Met. I don't know which one.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the premise. Like I've seen an advertisement, but
It's like these people that been online dating or virtually dating for years,
okay.
but they never met each other. Which I don't understand that in this day and age.
Maybe people just don't have money.
Like this one girl and dude, I seen a clip like they've been dating for maybe like 4 years off and on, and they done both had kids and some more shit. So I'm like, what are y'all doing? Like y'all actually don't need to ever meet.
Yeah, like let's just put a pause on the meeting. No more meetups. It's too much right now. I need the world to pause.
Yeah. So next we have honorable mention.
Yeah.
This week's honorable mention is Trace by Nay on Instagram. It's her @ is _ Trace by Nay.
Trace, like trace.
Trays, like
Trays.
food trays.
Oh, I seen you post that tray.
Yeah.
And I went to her page and she's selling Filipino soul food.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about because I was like, when's these coming out?
Yeah, she's Filipino and I think black maybe. I don't really know her.
I'm assuming because of the soul food.
Yeah, but I've gotten food from her a few times and it's all been great. I really want to try the pancit because that's, I haven't tried her pancit yet, but I'm looking forward to that.
I'm traumatized by pancit, but I can't tell the story.
Please, I don't want to be traumatized.
No, it's not like a food related story. It's just like they tried to pancit a nigga to death.
Oh.
No, I wouldn't eat pancit if they served it to me 10 years from now. But her shit might be a missile. Her shit everything looked like a missile. I went to the page.
Everything looked good. So far I've had like the salmon, the shrimp, and the fish. Collard greens, meatball. Everything I've had has been good. But she has so many like options. It's like, you can always try something different.
When does she do the trays?
That's the thing. I don't think there's really like a set schedule. I think she just be like, okay, I'm gonna do it today.
Come on,
I'll do it tomorrow, and then she posts like her menu or whatever.
Stop the games, Nay.
But she has been posting like more often. Like this last week, she did it twice, Monday and Wednesday. So I'm like,
okay, because I was confused because I thought like, oh, did I just miss it? Because you posted it and then it was like, yeah, I think it was Wednesday. No. It was something where I thought the trays just happened, but I was like, how did Shae get a tray if the trays just happened?
Yeah, so I had a tray on Monday. I had a tray on like Saturday and then Monday. Like she been doing them like every other or like every 2 days or something like that. But by the time I usually post my trays at the end of the night, and so
yeah, thanks for that.
And yeah, niggas gonna have to catch the next one after that. But anyway, I made her honorable mention because like there was like a little hiccup that we had, and I had to reach out to her, like to get something straight. And she was very professional. She was very like helpful. Like, what can I do to fix this? And I just feel like a lot of people are missing that when they're doing cooking at home.
They be like, here's your thing, don't say shit to me.
Yeah, and they be like very like nasty and rude. Like she never gave that. She's very like professional. She's very clean. And her food has always really been good, So I do just want to give her a shout out for that. Who do you have for Hotep?
Sorry, I'm on her page. I'm looking at the mac and cheese.
The mac and cheese was good. Now, I'm not big on, like, I'm not a big mac and cheese eater. And I usually don't that's not really like one of my go-to sides. But I did try her mac and it was pretty good. So I definitely would get the mac.
She out there cooking.
I haven't had her yams yet, but I'm not really big on yams either. So
me neither. Yams is not.
Yeah.
Well, I have Hotep of the Week, and I have El Funky. Have you heard about this?
No. Who is that?
Cuban rapper who supports Donald Trump faces deportation. in quotes, I have 30 days to leave the country.
Ed Funky? That's his name?
El
Oh.
Funky. So, in 2021, El Funky, who notably helped create the Grammy-winning protest anthem, basically like Life and Country, rebuking Cuba's communist regime, fled his homeland for Miami. He applied for a permanent residency under the 1966 Cuban Adjustment Act, which is why it's easier for Cuban folks to get citizenship.
Okay.
Whatever. The act was amended to prohibit exemption for Cuban migrants without a visa. Earlier this month, El Funky's application was denied, and on May 8th, he told his Instagram followers he had 30 days to leave the USA. On May 22nd, El Funky updated his fans with good news, claiming his legal team got his residency case open. He said, I have great faith in this government and the legal process. Also, regarding the rumors and fake news circulating on social media, we clarify that El Funky was not deported. Despite his situation, he appears to remain an avid Trump supporter, and per the Havana Times, he says, if I could vote, I would have voted for Trump. And he adds, I'm not going to shut up. Going back to Cuba puts my life in danger. So I have 30 days to leave the country or I will be deported. I ask all my Cuban brothers who know my anti-communist trajectory and the congressmen of this country that more than ever, I need your support today. Greetings and blessings. And to all of my brothers and followers, I want to give you good news. They reopened my case, but there's been nothing of they're going to let him stay. And they're probably not.
So he hasn't been deported yet, but he's still getting deported as
Yeah, it seemed like they gave him a couple extra days.
Man. And to still be a Trump supporter after that is crazy. These people, I feel like we've been realizing this, but they just don't care. Like, I don't get the appeal of like, okay, my world is crashing down around me because of this one person, but I'm still going to support them. Like, is it giving Stockholm syndrome or like?
The comments say, damn, if only you were a white South African. Pobrecito. But someone else, you got exactly what you wished for, a Trump presidency.
Like, and the white South Africans, they're the ones that's getting like, they calling them like refugees.
And that's what happened with Cubans. A lot of the Cubans that fled Cuba were the white, wealthier Cubans because of communism. They come here. That's why, if you go to Cuba, a lot of the Cubans are black.
Yeah.
You go to Miami, a lot of the Cubans are white folks. That's Pitbull, that's Camila Cabello, and they have a history of voting Republican.
That shit's stupid. Like, I would never get it. And I understand, like, okay, Democrats are not, like, the end-all, be-all, but, like, to still choose Republican, especially during these times where they clearly showing you, like, we don't want you here.
El Funky, que Dios te bendiga. Bendiciones.
Like,
may the Lord bless you. Because you're gone.
Yeah.
I hope they keep you safe.
I'm ready for them to fucking kick Tory Lane's ass out of here.
The boot. And this is what I'm saying, because it's never the people not fucking with nobody. Y'all are harassing fucking all of the other Latino immigrants. You're harassing fucking Haitians. You're revoking their abilities to stay where they are when you've offered them this refuge. And y'all are making exceptions for all of these white folks. It just doesn't make any sense. I mean, at some point you have to acknowledge that it's racism.
Right, exactly.
There's no way around it. And I'm not saying that, like, I don't know the current state of Cuba. I could see how long-term anything financial systems is going to wreck a country, right? Like, that's how they always say we're in the late stages of capitalism, right? So late-stage communism could also be bad. I'm not refuting that. And I think that if you spoke up against your government, you should not be persecuted for that. But don't then go somewhere else and advocate for the government doing said persecution. Because for real, if Trump didn't fuck with the act that y'all already had in place, you wouldn't even be wondering all that bad.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad.
I don't either. I feel like, well, shit, at least we can stay.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to make it clear, like, we're very sympathetic and empathetic about the current state of affairs with immigration in the U.S., and we think it's fucked up. But not in this case. We're going to fuck with Funky.
Some of y'all actually do need to go.
You got to motherfucking go.
Well, I hope he learned his lesson at some point.
I don't think they ever do.
Well, speaking of lessons, next we have lyrics and lessons.
Whoop, whoop.
Where we can give a lyric, you get a lesson. And my lyric...
Is not the stance.
Is that from your, that's your lyric?
No, because I've been outside, y'all. When they play that song, that's how you're supposed to dance.
Oh.
I started doing the dance and then I sang the song.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know the song.
Okay, yeah. I'm the way your body is. It's not too obvious. And you're supposed to spin in a circle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do know that dance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my lyric is not from that song either. It is from the song called Miss Joyce, featuring Bun B. Is by Smino. And Miss Joyce is actually was my grandmother's name. But it's not about her. So the lyric is, I told my exes they all should join the art class. All they do is draw conclusions. Probably why they hate my smart ass. Just play the show in Texas. Yeehaw, new coupe got horses. Couple days we off to Memphis. Need drawers, need blunts, need forces. See, my best friends know that I might not. I don't know. I might change my mind. You understand? Like, that's the key to me. You know what I'm saying? And basically, what I got from that is he too is like me, unpredictable, predictably unpredictable. And kind of like, I guess, fickle maybe, in the sense of like, I don't know, maybe I might do this, I might do that, I don't know. Like, I just kind of go where the wind takes me. And I think I reflected on, like, why am I like that? And I think I spent like a lot of my childhood and like young adulthood kind of just doing what I was told like I should do. Like you should go to school and you should work a job and you should, just, like kind of keep your head down and like live a normal life. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I find the most enjoyment out of just doing random shit. Like whatever I feel like doing that day. Like that's kind of how I want to live. Like if I want to get up and go out of town, I want to do that. If I just want to chill in the house for a day, I want, like, you know what I'm saying? I just don't want to have to kind of
be a slave to late stage capitalism.
Yeah. And so, yeah, now I just try to like live like that. Like, and hopefully at some point I can get to where I'm like, every day I just wake up and figure out what I'm going to do for the day. That'd be my life. Because right now I'm still working 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. You know what I'm saying? But I don't find the most enjoyment out of that. So I kind of like, damn, I want to live like Smino.
Yeah, I have a job that I love and I'm passionate about, and I still don't want to work every motherfucking day.
And I feel like, if we do have to work every day, let's just do 4 hours.
Let's cut this shit down.
Let's cut the 8 hours, because why do I need to be here for 8 hours? 9 if you taking lunch.
And I ain't even gonna hold you. France, I think it is, has the 4-day work week. But there are other places where they've been like, listen, we need the full 40 from you. What y'all want to do? Monday through Thursday?
Yeah.
Do the extra 2?
I mean, we gotta get something, you know what I'm saying?
That's and I'm cool with like that.
Yeah.
Like, but something gotta give.
Yeah. I would be cool if we could like have some kind of compromise.
Okay. The weekend could be 3 days, we getting closer to halvesies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is getting crazy.
But the whole 40 hours full time, Monday through Friday, yeah, it's just stupid.
Somebody needs to stop us.
Somebody. Trump, somebody. What you got?
My lyric is, I'm so over all the drama. All summer I'll be shaking ass. I put that on my mama. And that
is that No.
No, it is Lizzo's verse.
Oh, I know we Lizzo ate that shit, bro. She ate that shit, bro.
I don't know why. I think Lizzo does kind of rap, but I just never thought that she would get on. What?
Bro, I heard that shit. I was like, wait.
Oh, shit.
And now Lizzo is very, like, musically talented. Like, she got Grammy, like, she showed us all her Grammys.
That's the Grammy. She had on 2 Yiddy swimsuits. In it.
Yeah.
Like, she advertised, like,
some Yiddy on the titties, yeah. Okay, easy.
And the verse was good to the point where I wish she didn't say the first line twice, so that you could have got an extra bar in there.
Yeah.
That shit was alright.
She knew that she said the first line twice because she knew she was about to eat. But yeah, she definitely could have gave us an extra little piece. But yeah, I'm like, she might got the best remix verse, you know.
Whammy. Listen, I picked that because I am, in fact, the summer has not technically started. When does the summer start? Like June 20th?
Yeah, or the 20th or the 20th.
I started the summer a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I put my arm out the door. I said, it's heating up.
Yep.
You niggas in trouble. And I am so over all the drama. I was out yesterday.
Yeah, you was outside for real.
Man. And you know, I'd be in the bed.
It was a lot going on yesterday.
What? And I was there.
Was you on the boat?
I was on the boat.
Okay.
Got off the boat, went to the after party.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm tired. I'm going to the house. And we literally came to the house, sat down, and our homegirl texted us. I'm at Waterside. The niggas is out here. We jumped back up. I don't have enough time to take off my necklace.
Yeah.
I put that motherfucker back on.
Yeah, I seen that Rock the Dock event was sold out like quick.
We got to go to the next one.
Yeah.
It's on Father's Day.
Okay. That's June
15th.
Okay.
I've been on the fucking website.
What website?
They told us yesterday at Rock the Dock that not yesterday when you're hearing this, but they told us, well, damn near. By the time you
Yeah, by the time this comes.
damn near yesterday when they told us, you know, we got to be out here on the 15th.
Okay.
I'm on the website. I'm about to buy my tickets to Rock the Dock from Rock the Dock.
No, for real, because the way them tickets was sold out, I was like, what?
Listen, I missed the tickets for the first one.
But they said
Rock the Dock though.
Yeah, but because the pier is open to the public, like I think the Rock the Dock part where you need a ticket was like the waterside part, like
yeah. It wasn't really when I got there. There wasn't really people on the pier because you wanted to be in Rock the Dock. You wanted to be able to get to the bar.
Yeah.
You know, some people are crafty. I'm nothing if not crafty. But this time I'm on the up and up. The second y'all drop the tickets to Rock the Dock, I'm gonna purchase one with my money.
Yeah. But you know what they fucked up? They pissed me off because at first they was like, oh yeah, we gonna have tickets at the door.
And then
yeah, no, actually we gonna put them online, and then everybody bought them shits quick, and
then they were like, we got more tickets, and they bought them motherfucking tickets.
Yeah, they need to make up their mind. But other than that, yeah, from what I could see, it seemed like it was like a real lit event.
Yeah, they really, you could tell it wasn't that fake. You know, you put out a couple tickets and then make it seem sold out. They sold that motherfucker. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
People had on the wristband from the after party for the boat and the Rock the Dock wristbands. Because you could get off the boat and go to Rock the Dock.
Right.
What?
Yeah, this summer, the theme is boats and hoes.
Boats and hoes.
Boats and hoes.
Like looking up the science of hoes and asking ChatGPT as well.
That's interesting.
Because and I know this is a long time to take on the lyric, but I was asking, like, are people afraid to approach people they find attractive?
I think, shit, now when liquor's involved.
I just feel like I wasn't witnessing a lot of approaching.
For real.
Now, afterwards, when I woke up, I had a bunch of fucking Facebook and fucking Instagram requests that I'm like, how did you get my socials? Yeah. But in person,
are we losing the recipes?
I think we is, because there wasn't a lot of what's your name going on in there.
Like, I wonder why. Well, we might have to touch.
Maybe I'll make that. Well, no, I can't make that just happen next week because it'll be summer school. But
I mean,
we may discuss.
Yeah, because I feel like we kind of do need to figure out like what's going on. Because I know we have talked about like human interaction has been like what's the word, like we're interacting less and less like face to face and more online, but like I think at some point we're gonna have to revert back.
Yeah, because people be like, oh, I'm about to go out here, you know, I'm about to find my person or whatever, and you probably not gonna find your person at the club. But the point is that the approaching is not happening, and I was looking up like what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
And self-centered as it may be, I was like, is it that people is too pretty?
Yeah.
Or like too handsome or like whatever.
Well, you know, niggas are the new bitches, so maybe they feel like yeah, maybe that's what's happening.
They were just basically saying that with anybody, like once you reach a certain threshold of like being attractive, you look like you're outside with your friends, you're having a good time, like you don't seem to have any like social awkwardness or like I'm here, I'm confident, I look good. People be like, whoa,
Yeah,
I'll find you on Facebook tomorrow.
which is kind of creepy.
Yeah.
You know, when you could just be like, "Hey, can I get your Instagram? You look cute." Like,
And
why
stop
should you
asking. The
like?
people who do approach are like clearly got some. They have some social things going on.
No, because it'd be like, why would you approach me? Like,
You're bothering me now.
yeah,
Remember what we said. If you're flirting with someone and they don't want to flirt with you, that is harassment. But I say that to say, and then they come up, they don't even ask for it. You see what you just said? Can I get your Instagram? They want your motherfucking phone number. Get away from me.
right.
Before I do something to you, for real.
And you know, I feel like two different ways. And I know this is not a topic.
I know. Well, yeah.
But I feel like people who approach you online versus in person are like, they like to waste your time. You know what I'm saying?
The hell out of your time.
And it just be like,
Waste
bro.
the fuck out your time. That's what I'm saying.
But yeah.
Whatever the case may be, we getting to the bottom of it at some point.
We gotta investigate.
One point or another.
Our topic of the week is, or let me stay focused, is about studs turning into either straight women or like feminine. Like, cause I've been seeing, like, I don't know if what's going on with my TikTok algorithm.
You know, this has traumatized me.
And you know, I feel
upset
like
by this.
it's like a trend now. Why are you traumatized?
Because
Has that happened?
yeah,
Where like somebody you dated turned femme, or did they turn Christian?
double whammy.
Oh, we. Because you know, I feel like there's levels. So I've been seeing.
You don't remember that girl that left me that voice memo?
Okay, yes. I be forgetting about her because she's so like
What?
such a non-factor. You know, she's an NPC. I feel like
for real.
So I be forgetting about her, but yes, I do remember, and I do remember being like, "Girl, what the fuck be wrong with y'all?"
Because I think we caught it like late stage. Like we just thought you was a gay fan. Found out you was a star
Right.
before you came around, and then next thing you know,
And so, do you feel like there are signs, like
that they gonna pull something like that?
yeah,
Yes. All the shit that be going on in Easy and them is fucking up.
yeah? Like first, it do be signs. Like for one, when they are studs, they don't really be studs. Like they be like doing questionable shit, and just it's like the equivalent of like.
They gonna say we putting studs in the box.
And I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing.
And they gonna say I'm putting studs in the box. They're not gonna blame you.
You know, because they don't see me like they see you, you know? So I do get away with a lot of my problematic tapes because they like, who is this girl? Like,
They start with me like, I thought you knew better than that. I never get the benefit of the doubt.
like that one girl when she was like, the whole AI thing, like, yeah. But anyway.
I took it in stride.
Yeah.
You see how I responded?
Yeah, your response is very like PC. But I feel
our
like
team told me to stop arguing in the comments.
Yeah.
And I did.
I remember we really did used to be arguing with people. I look back on those times like, girl.
That was unprofessional, honey.
We used to go in on niggas though.
What? Tag team a nigga quit.
They eventually like left us alone though.
Yeah, they said, you know what?
But I do think there are signs. Like I think, you know, it kind of start with the nail painting. And I don't think it's nothing against, because I get my nails done sometimes where it's usually clear. I don't really get the colors, and that's just my personal preference. I think because there's straight dudes that like get their nails painted.
The rock star studs though, they get their nails
Yeah,
painted.
like, but if you're not a rock star and you just kind of randomly just started getting your nails painted, and then next you wearing like skirts, and then next you like, oh, I'm not a boy.
I'm a no label.
Yeah, I'm a no label. I'm a burl.
We're all women.
Or like, yeah, it just be those type of things. I'm like, Lord, she finna turn film.
They gonna take us off the internet.
They might, but it's just be like,
It's too late. It's a hot out. Maybe people will be distracted.
and I'd be like, okay, so is it religion? Is it like you? I feel like there's different like lanes that people fall into. Like some of them are like, okay, I'm giving my life to God, or I'm getting closer with God, and it's like I don't want to be gay anymore.
I mean,
And
or
then-
they give their life to God, like LaShondra. Never go fam.
Right.
And really didn't get their life to know God.
And really out here scamming, sinning and scamming is crazy. Like you took that shit to the max.
Skimming.
I
That's what we
wonder
should
what-
call it.
I wonder-
They skimming something off the top. They scanning and they skimming and they sending.
Yeah.
And they might be scanning your damn debit card.
Yeah, skimming.
Skimming.
I just feel like it's very fraudulent behavior, you know, because, and I understand like, okay, sexuality is fluid, right? And
I think that's when it be starting to.
what, saying something like that? I truly believe like, okay, everybody's not going to be straight. Everybody's not going to be gay. And there's going to be times in your life where you like questioning, like not everybody goes through that, but I do feel like, okay, some people have certain things that happen in their life and they have to, they start being reflective. But I feel like, okay, you either gay or you not. Like, well, I mean, I know there's like in between, like bi and stuff like that. But I mean, like,
Thanks.
but I mean, like in a way of like,
For not
okay,
erasing us right before Pride Month. I really appreciate it.
right? I'm inclusive, but I feel like okay, there's levels. Like, okay, I like men and women. I like women. I like, you know, I know what I like. But to say I like women and then be like, oh, never mind, I don't like women anymore. Like, did you ever like women? Because it's like
Exclusively? Probably not.
right. That's why I'm like. That's why I feel like it's when films
Well,
or
people
when
do it for the fame and the cloud, and they get
Yeah.
on fucking YouTube, and then they put themselves in that box, and then they can't get out of that fucking box.
and then
So now they gotta get drastic to get free.
Yeah.
Wilson.
but it's like, are you even free? Because now it's like I feel like a lot of those people are in an identity crisis because you don't really even know who you are. Because if you really knew who you were, you would have never fucking tried to box yourself in anyway, and try to dress a certain way to be like, oh yeah, this is what I am. Whole time you know inside that's not what you really feel like.
Take me
So,
as I am.
are you familiar with Jackie Hill Perry? She used to be gay.
She's a pastor?
Yeah.
Yes, I've heard the name.
And this lady, I really can't stand her.
Yeah, you know how I like
Because-
my reformed lesbians like Pam from Total. Just complete denial. We're only worried about herself. Pam from Total don't bother nobody. Don't bother nobody. She went on that show and was like, yeah, you know, I'm living a different life now.
Yeah.
And that's the fuck it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
She don't go around condemning people and like, that's why I feel like with Jackie Hill is like, that's her brand. Like, oh yeah, she don't never say like I used to be gay or whatever, but she will say like, oh, I was a sinner and I was out here doing this and that, and I feel like she tries to go about like making people feel guilty for like, being gay or whatever. Which I feel personally like your sexuality has nothing to do with your religion or your relationship with God, because if you really are like who you are, then that's just who you are. You know what I'm saying? And
I
it's
feel
not-
like shout out Queen Latifah. Shout out the Brat.
yeah,
I'm not arguing with you niggas. Shut the fuck up. Those people, you know what? You know who these are the real no labels.
yeah.
Shout out.
I
Well,
feel like
I
I'm
don't
kind
wanna-
of giving the brat today
Shout out Miss Portsmouth.
with the look.
Shout out Miss, you got a street in Portsmouth. I don't want to say your name or whatever, because that's a controversial hot take.
Because it's not been proven.
We don't have the proof or the data. But shout out Miss Portsmouth, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Queen Latifah, shout out the Brat. These are the real no labels.
Yeah.
Nobody's hair looks better than Queen Latifah's. Nobody's makeup looks better than the Brat's.
Yeah.
At all.
And they they really don't go around and saying like, oh, this is what I am, this is what I'm not. Like, they just be themselves. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's really the the key to kind of just knowing who's real and who's not real. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna play this clip.
What the fuck is this person trying to sell us?
I thought it was like a delivery person.
I didn't order nothing.
I have a gay daughter. I love her. I want to keep our relationship strong. I pray for her constantly. She is engaged to her partner. Is there anything else I can do?
This is Jackie Hill.
Her
Perry.
need is bigger than her sexuality, because I think
I want you to say that statement again, because
Okay.
let's take that again.
her need is bigger than her sexuality. And I say that because we can sometimes make the gayness the big thing that we focus on, and not seeing that the sexual practice is coming from a heart that needs to be renewed. And the renewal of the heart won't necessarily mean a change in sexual preference. The renewal of the heart means that this person will prefer God over everything else. So I think if you just focus on the most obvious sin, then you miss praying more specifically for the need, which is that their heart will be made a heart of flesh instead of a heart of stone. And so that's what I would say. I think another thing I would say is that pray in the direction of Paul's counsel to the church in Corinth when he talks about fleeing sexual immorality. And he says, or do you not know that the unrighteous will not inherit the kingdom of God? Do not be deceived, neither the sexually immoral, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor men who practice. So he's not talking about nouns. He's talking about verbs, adjectives. He's talking about people who are practicing the behavior, not
So what I find problematic about her take is that I understand.
I really only let you play that so that the audience can hear it. I didn't want to hear that shit, man.
Yeah, I
That
like
was a
I
bunch
told
of
you.
bullshit.
Yes, like I told you before, I can't stand this lady because she's very clearly a stud. And she's very clear, like she thinks, I feel like she thinks that she's been renewed or whatever the fuck, but you're still gay. Like, and I think just because you want to be closer to God or have a relationship with God, like that doesn't change what you are attracted to. You can try to mask it or, say that I want to be closer to God, but you still have an attraction to what you have attraction to. It's still there. You know what I'm saying? So it really doesn't change anything. To me, it's like you just doing the shit just because you think that's what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what a lot of lesbians, specifically studs who turn straight, either you were never gay in the first place or you feel like I'm gonna go to hell. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gay. And I feel like you choosing to be like, okay, well, I'm just gonna be straight, like you still have it in your heart. You still have it in your genetic makeup. So it's like it doesn't really stop anything. And to me, that's when it was like bullshit. Then you have other studs who are like, who just turned femme. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, I don't want to be a stud no more. I still like women, but I want to dress more feminine. And I just feel like it does actual like real studs a disservice because like it puts an idea in people's mind like, oh, she's not gay for real, or she's not, like.
Yeah, I feel like it's extremist. It's like those people only operate in extremes, right?
Yeah.
So like I was a stud, now I'm not, as opposed to like, do you know how many STEM bitches are pretending they're straight?
Yeah.
Like just if you didn't commit to the bit so hard, like you wouldn't have to do all of this like backpedaling that then gets everybody else questioning.
Yeah. And it just, I feel like it's kind of disruptive.
Like you could just be a, oh, I just hoop type of bitch.
Yeah.
Ain't
Or
touched
you
the
do- or
basketball in
like-
12 years.
Or
since
like
middle
you
school.
said, be like the brat or queen where you don't have to even you don't have to like broadcast it to the world like, okay, yeah, now I'm gonna dress like a femme. Like, do you think we're like, are you cosplaying? Like, do you think we're characters where you can just pick and choose? Like, I
I think this is the movie Pimp starring
Yeah.
Keke Palmer.
and then when shit don't go how you thought it was gonna go, now you back wanting to be a stud.
You know who's like that too? Jonica from Rap Shit. Nobody never questioned Jonica because Jonica didn't have an answer for you when you asked in the motherfucking first place.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hell if I know.
Yeah. And I don't know the actress name, but the one she plays on Harlem.
I never watched that.
Okay. Well, Harlem was.
Frida Gatz? Is it Frida Gatz? No, Frida Gatz is a
I
star.
don't think that's her name.
I don't know.
Frida Gatz is the girl from
All American or some shit, right?
Her name was Breezy.
Maybe.
I think she was like a rapper in real life, right?
You know what? And this is, well, it's kind of on topic. We're talking about studs. Frida Gatz was supposed to be Betty Bars, played by Young M.A. And Young M.A. said, I don't want to be remembered as Betty Bars.
Mm-hmm.
So didn't take the role.
I'm glad she
Right
did.
now, I'm calling Breezy. Is that her name?
That's her rap name.
Frida Gatz. Empire been off for 10 years. Or has it? How long?
It's been a while.
The last time I seen Frida Gatz, she shot
Jesse.
Jamal. What was his name on the show? Tell the truth.
What's his name?
Tell the truth.
I'm weak.
Tell the truth.
Speaking of him, he's
we all over.
yeah, we are all over the place, but I think
he's the gay Tupac, he said.
Yeah, I think his reputation has been shot to hell because of that whole robbery situation that happened.
I'm glad they got him out of jail.
I'm glad he out of jail.
Did well in the pen.
Basically, he put out a Instagram post the other day, and he basically was like, "I really did get assaulted or whatever, like, and I got arrested or whatever." But basically, he took the plea because, he didn't want to be in jail and shit. Like I forget what exactly what he said, but basically he was just saying like, I really didn't lie about that shit. I just, basically went along with it so I can get out of jail. The stipulation was he had to donate some money to somebody.
How do you feel about that?
I feel like he probably really did. Like,
oh, okay.
I don't know, I'm so far removed from when it actually happened. Like, I don't remember all the little details.
He wore the noose and walked to the hospital.
Yeah, see, I forgot all about that.
And that the attackers were black.
Yeah, yeah.
And that he sent them money.
And they were gay or something. I forgot the details, but I just know when I was reading his thing, I'm like, oh, this seems genuine.
He was walking the subway to get a tuna salad sandwich at 2 in
He did say that.
2 in the morning, which they ended up finding out was 0% tuna. And I remember being like, Jussie Smollett went to jail over this?
0% tuna is crazy.
You don't remember that?
I do. I remember him going to Subway. I remember it being in Chicago.
Unrelated, a couple years later, they did a study on the tuna and found out it was 0% tuna. And I remember being like, this is what Jussie Smollett went to jail for?
Yeah. So if it's not no tuna, like, what the fuck is it? Mystery meat?
I didn't get to, I don't eat tuna salad, period, so.
I love tuna fish, but like the actual, I guess it's tuna salad technically, but
yeah, it's like potato salad or chicken salad.
Yeah, I like tuna, but I don't really just eat it from anywhere for that reason, like, because who knows, I feel like and it's not really always good everywhere. So
I don't like mayonnaise.
I do. But yeah, so I feel like the moral of the story is, you can be gay and still, like, have a relationship with God, believe in God. Like, you don't have to use God. God is like, what I got to do with this? That's how I feel. Like, you don't have to use that as an scapegoat to just be who you want to be or be who you are. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's a cop-out a lot of times.
It's a lot of copping out going on.
It's a lot of identity crisis going on, but I say all that to say, I think this, like, I don't plan on like converting or like, I feel like God likes me or loves me like exactly like how I am in all my.
And we love you. I was telling yesterday, because when my friends pissed me off, I go on my notes and I strike them off my bridesmaids list. And I was doing that yesterday, and I was telling my line sister, I'm like, yeah, I think we're going to have to go through David's bridal or something so we can get Shae a suit that matches all the dresses.
Right. Because I'm not wearing a dress.
I knew you weren't.
I know, man, sidebar. It's still kind of on topic, but high school graduation. I don't know if this was still a rule when you graduated. I know we only a couple years apart, but they was like, oh, when girls have to wear dresses or skirts, like you can't wear pants. It was very discriminative. It was very like
Yeah.
made me feel discriminated against.
I think if it was a rule, it
Because-
didn't occur. Like at the time, it was just like, oh, okay, we gotta wear our dresses, blah blah.
Yeah, but they basically was like, if you don't wear, like, if you wear pants, you can't walk. And so I felt like really like bad because I'm like, damn, this is my graduation. I want to like walk, but I don't want to wear a dress. I don't want to wear a skirt. But like I felt pressured, like I had to, right? And so I'm like, okay. I borrowed a skirt from my friend because I literally was not going to fucking buy no dress. And I wore it or whatever, but I got there and I seen this other stud and she had on pants. And I was like, damn, like,
Yeah.
I was like, you know.
You was the coon.
Yes. I was like, I was so pissed because I'm like, bro, this is a pivotal moment in my life. And like, I'm not even really being who I'm,
Yeah.
you know, myself in this moment. And I felt like after that, I was like, yeah, I would never like not be who I am for anybody else, regardless of what, you know, what the stipulations are or whatever. At that moment, I decided, yeah, this will never happen again.
Yeah. No, for sure. And even in the example I was saying was not that the point was that your suit would match perfectly with the dresses, which is something that I would see to. Period. Everybody got a match. But the point was also that it's not just like, oh, well, then Shae will be a groomsman.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'm assuming that whenever I do get married, my brother and, like, my other brother, Tim, they'll be groomsmen.
Right.
But you would be a bridesmaid. You would just have a suit on.
Right.
And I just feel like people act like they don't know what the fuck is going on.
Right. People try to, like, make shit into, like, they don't really be considerate about shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, and I definitely appreciate, you know, even the thought of it. But, like.
And I have a running list. You weren't the person who got axed.
I hope not.
You didn't do nothing. It was really my ex's sister. She was still on the list.
Oh, yeah, no.
Obviously.
Obviously.
Sorry, girl. Love you so much. You got to fucking.
You got to go.
Like, while we talk about it, goodbye.
Yeah. I know that topic was kind of all over the place, but it's just something that kept coming up. Like I kept seeing on my TikTok, and I guess it's because I was actually watching the videos because it intrigues me, like why people, you know, be making those choices that they made. But like, you know, I just wanted to talk about it.
Oh, and then the girls was like, well, can we be in your bridal party? Shae's coming. Hang up on y'all. All this going on. Everybody worried about Shae.
Everybody loves Shae until they don't.
Somebody's friend was there that like doesn't know you. They're like, you've never seen Shae? She was like, no. And they showed a clip from the podcast. And they're like, this is Shae. And we're like, okay. And then they're like, no, let's go to Shae's Instagram and show. I'm like, I think this bitch knows the person who's not me is Shae. We don't need a full-scale investigation.
No, we don't. We don't.
You're the star. I'm the star on TikTok, but you're the star.
No, you're the star everywhere.
Nobody gives a fuck about me as far as I'm concerned on this
But
podcast.
you know what's crazy? I feel like that about myself. Like I'm the sidekick. Not in a bad way, you know, but just like, you're the star.
Nobody talks to me about this podcast about me. I'll tell you that much.
But that's crazy because people, like, when people talk to me about a podcast, like, they be like, talking about you. I think
so
it's
maybe that's just the thing.
Yeah. Like, somebody asked me the other day, like, what's wrong with Monet? Is she okay? Like, 'cause they listen to the
I'm
episode.
fucked up. Thank you for asking.
I was like, no, she's fine now.
Man,
She just needs to go outside.
I haven't given you the craziest update of all.
Yeah, I need that.
While I'm pulling up advice from the internet, I'm going to send you these photographs so you can see the update while I play the clip. So, we have advice from the internet, and the advice from the internet is me this week because I gave some valuable advice that I think y'all need to hear. Please hold. I don't know how to do this from the phone and not TikTok.
Never post your line brothers, and when you do post them, you never tag them.
We're trying to do some research and it's getting real difficult for us. I'm not trying to be funny, but me and my homegirls want to know why you never post your line brothers, and when you do post them, you never tag them. We're trying to do some research and it's getting real difficult for us. You niggas are selfish.
I was just about to say that's because they trash. And they
These
know it.
niggas are selfish. You know why we're here. Put the tag on there. Just like I said, when y'all be asking about the podcast, I know y'all asking about Big Shae. Let's not play games and do childish folly and this and that. Help us out. People commenting, go to the chapter page. Fuck the chapter page, nigga.
Right.
Is this your line, brother?
Right, like tag them.
Tag him.
Why wouldn't you tag the people that's in the
The
picture?
fuck?
That's just common courtesy anyway.
That's what I'm saying. I always tag my line sisters.
So what's really going on? I feel like when they do that, they know like, oh, this man, y'all actually might need to stay away from these ones over here, you know?
I feel like they know, like, oh, if I tag that nigga, they're not gonna be worried about me.
Yeah, that too.
Hoping we gotta go through you and maybe we'll like you or whatever. Get the fuck out the way. We're
Yeah.
trying to make something shake.
Yeah, I gotta do better.
We're doing some research before Rock the Doc. We need to know something.
Well,
Isn't the update crazy?
the update is insane, but you know, like it's very on brand for them.
The devil's getting a hold of people.
Yeah.
Anyways, tag your line brothers. Rock the Doc. Get some sunshine when you can. And we'll see you in summer school.
And speak to people when you see them.
Holla at me.
All right.
See you in summer school. Bye. Another episode of Let Me Stay Focused. Don't be a hating ass bitch during the break.
Peace.
Bye.